The limitations of this world have not stopped some people from achieving greatness. This is the case with bodybuilding. When do we talk about best bodybuilders whose image floats in your head? Many of us have images of huge muscular men flexing their bodies as we envision bodybuilding. Determine who reigns supreme among the bodybuilders of the world. Later they go down in history with their successes over the course of their career. Rome was not built in a day. Likewise, the greatest bodybuilders have worked day and night to reach the position they are currently in. In this video we will introduce you to the 10 bodybuilders who went too far. But if you are new, must subscribe to the Top Expert channel for more interesting and informative videos. Flex Wheeler. First on our list is Kenneth Flex Wheeler, also known as the Sultan of Symmetry. He is a 56-year-old boy who has received 17 expert titles over the course of his career. He did not receive Shandor at all and stabbed the Olympic champion in the back 3 times. However, for many bodybuilders and athletes, Flex is simply the funniest bodybuilder ever. Additionally, Arnold Schwarzenegger called Wheeler one of the best bodybuilders he has ever seen. He has also received the Arnold Classic 4 times. Plus, Ronnie Coleman even proved that Flex Wheeler is the closest thing to the pleasing bodybuilder. He is simply the most satisfying frame. Arnold Schwarzenegger. Today, most people recognize Arnold Schwarzenegger as an actor and politician. In reality, however, he is very famous in the world of bodybuilding. At this point he is 74 years old. It should be noted, however, that the top of bodybuilders in the early 1990s reported greater health and size than competing Schwarzenegger. Schwarzenegger would not be competitive by entirely new standards. In the early years of his lifestyle, however, he possessed a well-proportioned, developed and frankly colossal physique. Plus, with a 6'2" physique, he's taller than most bodybuilders. His lifestyle is full of ideas and fulfillment as he seeks and achieves his goals. Although there are taller men than Arnold, he is actually one of the greatest of all time. Shawn Ray. Nicknamed Mr. Shawn Ray, embodies sharing and balance and is 56 years old. While he wouldn't identify himself as Mr. Olympia, he is considered to be one of the most inspiring physicists in the bodybuilding industry. In addition to the well-proportioned judgment that surprised many judges and fans, he confirmed a multitude of musculature that earned him a consistent 5th place in the Mr. Olympia competition. He is a standout breed in the bodybuilding industry, largely because most people these days are more effective for weight rather than extended frame symmetry. Dorian Yates. Dorian Yates, the 6-time Mr. Olympia, 1992 to 1997, is one of the greatest bodybuilders of all time and has many fans. Dorian Yates is 5'10" tall with an aggressive weight of 262 pounds. That makes him a pressure to be reckoned with. He wants the bodybuilding world to consider him. Furthermore, in addition to his extraordinary physique, his achievements have influenced and surprised many fans of Yates' pictorial ethics. He explained that at some point in the year he devotes himself to training every day. His training usually involves demanding and brutal programs. Her automatic recognition of schooling and her unwavering determination for his career paved the way for him to compete and win. Kevin Levrone. Mr. Levrone, 58, is considered by many to be one of the most underrated bodybuilders of all time. He claims to touch fanatics along with his incredibly sculpted hands and delts and chiseled stomach. This gave it the nickname Maryland Muscle Machine. Although he has not earned the coveted identity of Mr. Olympia, he is undoubtedly one of the top-notch bodybuilders of all time. As in Mr. Olympia's opposition, he consistently finished second 4 times. Not to mention that Levrone has received more than 23 expert titles. In 2016, at the age of 51, Kevin returned to the field in the opposition of Mr. Olympia and repeatedly performed in the fight for the championship, where he finished 16th in the sport. However, many fanatics and athletes consider him one of the real winners of the sport because he suggests a first-rate physique at that age. Dexter Jackson. Next on our list is Dexter Jackson, 52, who has competed in numerous Mr. Olympias. After holding the lead for many years, Dexter Jackson finally gave it a try when he won the 2008 Olympics. Plus, he's famous in bodybuilding for his deep abs. Due to his sharp blade and his special physical condition, he is nicknamed Blade. Dexter Jackson has won the Arnold Classic 5 times and broke the paper for being the easiest bodybuilder to do it. He also holds a 28th IFBB Expert Bodybuilding Championship. Haney. Haney is currently 62 years old. Despite her aggressive stance and pioneering mix of muscle and mass, Haney has gained tremendous popularity. Haney became the main character for bringing frame length and patience to bodybuilding. He has revolutionary muscle tissue and a remarkable frame shape. With his impressive physique, he is the manageable bodybuilder to receive Mr. Olympia and has absolutely not lost the title. At his peak, Haney grew taller than all of his competitors, weighing nearly 250 pounds. After winning 8 consecutive Mr. Olympia titles, he was retired. Despite being Mr. Olympia 8 times, many bodybuilding fans have reported that Haney knew he could lose to Dorian Yates at the height of his career, so he retired from bodybuilding. Ronnie Coleman. Ronnie Coleman is on this list because he has set a new trend in bodybuilding. He weighs 300 pounds, which is what many bodybuilders aim for today. Ronnie Coleman won his first Mr. Olympia championship in 1998 while Mr. 6X Olympia retired Dorian Yates, taking the bodybuilding industry by surprise. During this time, Coleman's peak and perseverance reached a level that no human being can reach. For this reason, he was able to steal Olympia from Shawn Ray, Nasser El Sambadi, and Kevin Levrone. Coleman had pretty much everything early in his career, along with length and detail. However, most bodybuilders will agree that there is nothing quite as special as your back. Even cutting-edge and satisfying bodybuilders like Heath can't do justice to Coleman's precocious gut and well-proportioned physique. Heath. Born in 1979, Heath debuted as an expert in 2006. He attended bodybuilding in 2002. Heath is an American bodybuilder who achieved 7 consecutive Mr. Olympia wins from 2011 to 2017. His super physique honestly paved the way for him to get those streak wins for 7 consecutive years. However, Shawn Ray has been at best the dethroned Olympic champion these days. He has quads, a huge, clean back, and fingers bigger than the legs of the best. At the height of this, Heath has a solid physique with a micro waist, toned muscles and toned abs. When you combine those records with his excellent condition, it is no wonder that he really is among the best. Consequently, he is nicknamed the Gift. While some don't think he looks too tight, many agree that Heath's physique is one of the best in the world of bodybuilding. Zane. In the heyday of bodybuilding in the 1970s, Zane, 80, became known with Arnold Schwarzenegger and Franco Columbus. Frank is an American bodybuilder who started out as a math and chemistry teacher. Zane appeared on this list because within the bodybuilding industry he essentially created the Zane-like period and cultured movement in bodybuilding. Thus was born the Zane-like frame or period, which essentially boils down to describing your thinness in terms of 190 frames stimulated using Zane's body. Due to his physique, Zane defeated Arnold Schwarzenegger and was given the identity of Mr. IFBB Global in 1968 despite him losing 130 pounds. Additionally, his efforts earned him the identity of Mr. Olympia for 3 consecutive years from 1977 to 1979, winning the best of 185 pounds and 18-inch arms. However, his waist measurement reached an unmatched 29 inches. If anyone has a taper, it's Zane. If you like the content of the video, please give it a thumbs up. Comment down your favorite bodybuilder and don't forget to share the video. Thank you.